He had a dating Zona Roars. We was hurting them all.
And the girls, a lot of flirting involved. But dog, fuck all the flirting. Now I'm trying to get some draws.
So put me on with
these hoes, homie. Don't rush to get grown. Drive slow, homie. Drive slow. Do 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 do.
W's and L's, let's get it. Who wants to go first?
I got a long list. Y'all want me to go first or last?
I'll go first. It's your list.
No, go.
What's happening right now?
Whoa.
First L, and I think my only L for this week, is to Trouble the Rapper, who said that he would let Drake sleep with his wife to get a free verse.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Why? Wait. No. Trouble already has a Drake verse.
Does he?
Trouble already has a Drake verse.
So does that mean that Drake already slept with his wife?
What the fuck is wrong with you niggas?
He already has a Drake verse. It's on what's that song called?
Mike Will made it. Me and Big Trouble, baby.
All right. Anyway, he already has a Drake verse.
His wife throwing it back on Drake.
Yeah.
I say, what kind of dick rider do you have to be to publicly tell somebody that you would let them fuck your wife?
So do you get the verse
publicly? Like, say it out loud for everybody to hear.
So does he smash first and then give you the verse, or give you the verse and then smash?
He's probably smashing while he's giving the verse. You have to watch him in the booth with your wife while he's laying the verse down.
So he's a cuckold.
Does he also have to pay the feature price? Does he also have to pay the feature price?
Of course.
My wife, that you ain't charging me.
No, he paying it. If you're gonna tell people publicly that Drake can fuck your wife for a 16, yeah, he paying the ticket too.
So you paying and you get to hit my wife's. You get to thrash that.
Yep.
Now you gotta own up to that shit you said.
Yo,
how do you go home? How do you have polite dinner conversation knowing that you just told the world that you would let another nigga fuck her?
You go back to the crib and you say to your wife, yo, you know, I did this interview with Say Cheese and, you know, Sean had asked.
Bro.
It's okay because his wife is somebody who would twerk in True Kitchen.
Fam, this is...
But anywho, moving along, gonna give a dub out. My boy, Steph Curry.
Okay.
Steph Curry. Under Armour is launching a Curry brand.
Which is nuts.
Everybody can wear that shit.
It's not the point that they're ugly. It's not the point. It's not the point.
Congrats.
They're already trash.
Congrats to the Curry brand.
Listen, I'll buy a t-shirt just cause. Go black man. Go black man. You strong as bricks. I'm gonna give another dub. We're gonna keep it in San Francisco. They have banned cigarette smoking apartments, but have okayed weed smoke.
Oh, hallelujah.
Wow.
Niggas come to the light.
Listen, y'all gonna think I'm high, but I ain't even high right now. And the NBA is not testing for marijuana next season.
I saw that.
They are Swisher. What is up? What is up? Way to be progressive, Adam Silver. Way to be fucking progressive.
That's a fact.
I mean,
nobody's more progressive than Adam Silver.
Listen, man. And again, we're going to shout out LeVar Ball for the second week in a row.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shout out LeVar. Shout out LeVar.
Big baller brand.
LiAngelo, LaMelo, and Lonzo. All three in the league. All three. 1, 2, 3.
Melo.
1, 2, 3. Who else got 3 sons in the league? Well, the Giannis daddy got 3 sons in the league.
And
but that's about it. Oh, and the Holiday, bro. They got 2, don't they? Or is it 3?
It's all 3.
Okay. So the Holidays, you got the Antetokounmpos, and you got the Balls.
Pulse.
Hell no.
Nah, man. Shout out to LeVar, man. Shout out to everybody who hated on LeVar Ball, saying that he was gonna kill his son's careers, right? He was gonna kill Lonzo's career. He was gonna make sure LaMelo didn't go on the lottery. LiAngelo was never gonna get drafted because of his father or whatever, what have you. Like, shout out to all them people. Shout out to y'all. because now LeVar Ball is going to sit pretty for the rest of his life because he got 3 NBA player sons.
Fact.
All 3 of them. So shout out to that man. And then my last shout out, gonna shout out Cheryl Rains. She goes by Beauty to Streets on Twitter. She's an activist and humanitarian, if you will. There's a couple viral videos that went out of her giving back to homeless people, and she always is in good spirits and, you know, giving out food, giving out money, just motivating people to do better and being that voice and action that niggas need. We all talk about what we can or should do, but she's in the field with them. And I got to give a fuck you to whoever it was that attacked her vehicle while she was serving the community last week. I saw a video of her crying, so whoever that scumbag was, fuck you, but shout out to Miss Cheryl. Yeah, shout out to you for that. So, yeah.
Shout out, for sure.
That's all I got. Big B's.
You want to go or you want me to go?
I got it.
All right.
All right, so let's start out
Nick got a
with
nope.
Yeah. I got some shit. Nah, positive shit. Let's shout out Johnny Depp. Donnie Depp. Donnie Depp is crazy. Donnie,
very crazy.
I might change if I ever reactivated my Twitter. I would change my name to Donnie Depp. That's hard. That's some hard shit. Shout out to Johnny Depp and Dior because Dior has confirmed that they are going to be sticking with Johnny Depp as a spokesman or sponsor, whatever have you. It's good to see that, man, when so many brands are trying to run away from him, wrongfully, in my opinion. But yeah, Dior is holding it down. So, you know, good that he, you know, keeps some kind of source of income. I'm sure he's not hurting, but
so
you know, man, got to work.
So that means, Johnny, I want you to hear me. Now it's time to push the Pop Smoke collab with Dior that never got to happen. That probably would have never happened, but, you know, get out that Woo cologne or the Woo Dior's or whatever, because, you know, Pop Smoke used to rep Dior.
Johnny Depp has Woo cologne? Really?
Yo, rep for the Woo. Rep for my nigga
You
Pop.
Woo walking out here?
Yeah, we Woo walking.
Oh, yeah.
By the way,
I don't ever want to see Johnny Depp Woo walking.
Interesting update on that Johnny Depp story that we talked about a couple weeks ago. He's got a petition now that's reached 2 million signatures to have him reinstated at Disney, and then another one that's like 1.6 million to have Amber Heard removed from Aquaman. So Warner Brothers, we actually, you know what? I probably should have did that one second. We'll talk about why Warner Brothers is getting another L on top of the Amber Heard, Johnny Depp shit later. But I'm going to give another dub while I'm on this side of things to AD and LeBron for etching some extensions with the Los Angeles Lakers. AD, 5 years, $190 million, long-term deal. You feel me? We here for the long haul. Dynasty! You feel me? It's coming.
LeBron, how could you do this to us? You're
LeBron extended
8
years. $85 million.
You're supposed to retire a Cavalier, LeBron. What are you doing?
It takes us with LeBron and AD through at least 2023. So, NBA, strap in, baby.
Shout out my nigga Wall. Nigga John Wall, he's a Rocket now. Big B.
Yeah, he stayed in red. You know what I'm saying?
With no blue in his jersey this time.
Yep. No, they got the blue now.
The Rockets?
Yeah, they're doing.
They brought up the retro joints.
Oilers to the Oilers.
Oh,
some other shit. Yeah, man. Shout out to AD and LeBron, man. Reigning champs.
Retire a Cavalier, LeBron.
Back to back.
I don't care about that. Retire a Cavalier, LeBron.
That's not gonna happen. He said he's with the Lakers for life now. He's with the Lakers for the rest of his career.
Except the fact that he was with 2 other teams before he came to y'all.
Nah. But he's a Laker now.
Okay.
But he's
for
a
life,
Laker now.
But I was with 2 other teams before.
Hey, the Lakers gonna be the only team that he doesn't have a finals loss with.
I mean, I don't know that, but okay.
Gonna be the only team. I bet it right now. You wanna bet?
What if he never makes it to the finals ever again? Does that still?
Well, what I said was he never going to lose in the finals.
Okay, then.
again with the Lakers. It's not gonna happen. It's part of the prestige. You know what I'm saying? He got that
Right.
that
It won't
purple
never
and
happen
gold
because
on.
they'll never make it to the finals game.
Oh, bet that. I bet 1,000 right now. Stack.
I'm just wishing negative energy on that.
Bet it.
I'm wishing negative energy on your team.
Bet it.
I don't want to see the boogers in your nose. Back up.
I got a stack right now. What up?
You got a stack of boogers in your nose.
All right, I'll bet them too. Bet it.
You should put your swipes on it, nigga.
Yeah, I ain't think so.
Put your swipes on it.
So that's it for the dubs. L's. Long list of L's here. Well, not that long. It's only 3. We took off somebody we talked about. Warner Brothers is getting the L. So it was announced this past week that Warner Brothers is planning to release their entire 2021 slate. Congruently with the theater release is going to be also released on HBO Max. So that means The Matrix 4. That means I think King Kong versus Godzilla. That Dune movie that was supposed to be coming out. It's a whole slate of 2021 films that maybe we was hoping that maybe, you know what I mean, with the changing in leadership, the vaccine, you know, kind of ease up on these restrictions, maybe we can get out and do some mass shit. But with this, reason why I gave Warner Brothers an L in this regard is because it is in some ways dooming the theaters. The only thing that was really keeping theaters in business is that delay period between when it was exclusively only in theaters and when you can pick it up on things like streaming services and video on demand and shit like that, right? That delay period is what kept the theater franchise viable, or theater franchises viable, is the fact that they were able to hold this content exclusively for like 30 days at least. And now with them doing this, with some of the high name, you know, releases that they're going to have next year in 2021, or at least they plan to, is setting a really ugly precedence, man. It's really not a good thing for theaters. We'll see what happens with other studios, you know, Sony or Disney obviously is going to have a lot.
Everybody's going to follow suit because it's just a convenience thing. No one wants to be the reason why niggas died trying to go see Iron Man, fam. Like, nah.
Well, honestly, I don't think they care about that as much as being able to reap maximum profit from the movies. You got to think, man, like Infinity War, Endgame, Black Panther, those were all billion-dollar films, but they were billion-dollar films because people were coming out to pay for them. So now, similar to how Mulan went, and I don't think it'll be as bad, but it's interesting that they're taking the stance of releasing this stuff on streaming because Mulan got released. Out of 2 million subscribers for Disney Plus, only 20,000 people bought it. Like, I just watched this shit the other day for free. Like, there was no way I was paying for Mulan. Now, would I pay for Black Widow on Disney Plus? I'd think about it, but at the end of the day, I probably wouldn't because there's too many other ways that I can watch it for free. So, like,
especially if you're just going to watch it at home.
Yeah, they're floating in the territory I'm not sure that they know how to gauge because 20,000 out of 2 million is fucking horrible. That's not good at all. But hey, we'll see what happens. But I gave an L to Warner Brothers for taking that step. Next L, Paul George. Paul George was running his mouth about Doc this week, y'all.
He was
trying to shift blame away from him and fucking Kawhi Leonard choking in the finals versus the Nuggets.
Than Kawhi, but yeah.
Both of them niggas had like 2 points combined in the fourth quarter of Game 7, so both of them choked.
Well, yeah, but Paul George had a terrible series.
Kawhi Leonard had a terrible closeout game. You the guy. You the guy.
I just said more so.
You're the dude disguised as another dude.
More so than
you the guy that walked in the Staples Centers holding a king emblem on your keychain, talking about you was the king of LA. You the one.
Oh, guys, I'm home, baby.
I'm home. I bring it home, baby. What it do?
What's up, baby?
What it do, baby?
Yeah, yo.
You was Mr. Cyborg laugh and all that other shit. What happened? What happened to all of that shit? Yeah, no, they both choked. But
He'll
Paul
be all
George
right.
was blaming Doc Rivers, saying that, it kind of boiled down to them not making adjustments, and there was nothing,
He
there
said
was
he was
nothing
trying
done
to play
differently.
like J.J. Redick and who? Chris Paul? What did he say? He said he was trying to play like, bro.
Fam, listen to me.
You are a multi-million-dollar athlete. Stop it, McP.
Y'all were up 3-1. If we got up 3-1, it shouldn't need to be a fucking adjustment. But yeah, man, I don't know where he gets off. Like, both of y'all making $100 million over however many years it is. Like, close it out. I think y'all were up like 20-something points late in the third quarter of that game 5. Come on, man. Come on. The last thing I want to hear you do, if I'm a Clippers fan, if those even really exist, is hear Paul George or Kawhi Leonard complain about Doc Rivers as if he was the issue.
No, he definitely wasn't the issue.
So yeah, fuck Paul George as always.
Ability is what niggas don't have. You a multi-million-dollar nigga and can't hit a shot.
Hitting the side of a backboard. Damn, you hit the side of a backboard. You hit the side of a backboard, son.
Let it rain! Rain dance! Let it rain!
What the fuck? How is that Doc Rivers' problem? You stood up there and hit the side of a backboard. You in the NBA. You are in the NBA, fam.
Your family is watching you right now.
Bro, what? Yeah, man. I don't think I'm starting to believe that Paul George is going to be a Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing type player. It's just, but you know what? I always felt like that was kind of where he was at.
Because Ewing was not spewing bullshit. We knew his knee was bad.
And Ewing wasn't a bitch either. I feel like Paul George is like a weak-minded person. Like he doesn't have mental toughness. He's not mentally strong. Any type of adversity or pressure you apply to him makes him fold automatically. Louisville police is getting another L for me because it seems like they, in the aftermath of the summer of protests there behind Breonna Taylor and George Floyd, killings there. Well, George Floyd wasn't there, but obviously just the unrest this past summer. It seems like they're trying to go after a lot of the most prominent figures. Most prominent people that were leading that effort in Louisville. We talked about Travis Nagty and his untimely death last week. This week, leader of the armed, it's a black activist group. It's called NFAC, the Not Fucking Around Coalition. Its leader say it again.
They have a unit in Kansas protecting that one girl.
Yep. So their founder, Grandmaster Jay, was arrested on charges for, I think, was it assault on an officer, something like that. They accused him of pointing a rifle at police officers in Louisville, in downtown Louisville. So the picture that I seen some black bald-head dude with a gun pointed up at a building. And so apparently that's part of the footage that was reviewed by the FBI that led to these charges. If convicted, he could face up to 20 years in prison. Listen, man, we talked about it last week. It's really a trying time because, again, when we're not paying attention to it, when it's not on our televisions 24/7, when people aren't talking about it all the time, these people go by the wayside. Like we don't think about the people fighting for us on the front lines like they think about us all the time. And it's just really unfortunate what's going on with that, man. Like Again, we don't have any evidence to say, you know, to the contrary of what they're presenting, but it's just like, so a couple things that don't add up to me. First of all, why? Once again, this mysterious spree of black people pointing guns at the police. And again, this is they're, for lack of a better term, they were a militia group, right? They were heavily armed. If anybody's you know, trying to remember who I'm talking about, they led the huge march. It was like they had that huge surge of membership around the time of Breonna Taylor's killings and the protests around that. So they had a very large demonstration where they walked in Louisville. Grandmaster Jay actually ran for president in the last election in 2016. So, you know, this is something that's been kind of brewing there for a while. But, you know, obviously outside of Black Lives Matter, NFAC is probably one of those groups that was on their list as well. And again, now that we're not paying attention to it, it's easier for them to kind of pick these people off.
Mm-hmm.
I wish Grandmaster the best. You know, I'm hoping everything goes well, but it's not an ideal situation.
Yeah, it's not sweet.
You know. I had a toss up here because there's a pretty important race still going on right now in Georgia. So there's a special election. There were 3 candidates. I believe we're down to 2 now. Reverend Raphael Warnock and Kelly Loeffler. Kelly Loeffler is a WNBA owner. She owns the Phoenix Lynx, something like that. She owns a WNBA team, right? And amongst, you know, other bigots in WNBA and NBA owners, she espouses her thoughts on Black Lives Matter, and of course, with the WNBA being some of the leaders and athletes protesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
She voices her opinions about that. She's a Trumper, of course. She's a MAGA girl. She also supports QAnon. And on the other side, we've got Reverend Raphael, who I believe he's a universal healthcare supporter. Don't quote me on that, but the reason why it's really important, the reason why I wanted to mention it, I believe the debate is on actually right now as we speak. The reason why it's important, though, is because it would determine where the majority goes in the Senate. Kelly Loeffler wins. Jesus Christ. Not only will we have a QAnon supporter in Congress, but there will still be a Republican majority in the Senate. If Reverend Raphael Warnock wins, it essentially becomes a 50-50 split. And now you have Kamala Harris being the deciding vote for any legislation that gets deadlocked in the Senate. So that's a positive thing. That is a positive thing, and it is something to pay attention to. You know, it's not necessarily something that we can vote on if you're outside of Georgia, but definitely something to pay attention to. I think the election is tomorrow if they're doing the debate today. It's sometime this week. So we'll see how that shakes out and keep an eye on it and talk about it again once we get the results. But definitely something to keep on your radar.
For sure.
That's it for me.
All right. So my first dub goes to Spotify Unwrapped. So I don't know if y'all saw all of the millions, not even millions, probably thousands of people posting their Spotify Unwrapped or whatever on Instagram, Twitter, all that shit. But it's a good look for a lot of like local rappers, a lot of local singers, stuff like that, because not only do they get to post their stats and try to show people what they've done in the year, but they also got to show how many people were actually supporting them, which is dope. So shout out to all the people who got to, you know, just show the people who were supporting them throughout the year. I thought that was pretty dope.
Yeah, for sure.
Got to give a dub to A$AP Rocky for securing the Rihanna bag. He may be bootleg Travis Scott, but he secured the Rihanna
100%
bag.
bootleg Travis Scott.
Yeah,
like 100%.
He's not even the hottest dude in his crew anymore.
He's not.
Actually, no.
That's crazy. Yeah, he's not.
Actually, no. Ferg is not in A$AP anymore, I guess.
No, they kicked him out and then put him back in.
Oh, they did put him back in. Okay. All right. Well, then he's not the hottest nigga in his crew anymore. But he secured the Rihanna bag. That's all that matters now.
The Fenty skin.
The Fenty skin.
Oh man.
Travis Scott. I'm trying to find somebody to compare that to. It's like Travis Scott would be like James Harden, and she went out and got her a Jordan Clarkson.
Wow.
She went out and got her Jordan Clarkson.
Wow. ASAP Rocky of Jordan Clarkson, though.
Back to pretty Flacco Jody down.
I mean, he at least had some bangers when he first came out.
What, you Eric Gordon? You want me to give him Eric Gordon?
Hell no. Fuck out of here.
You can't see Eric Gordon.
He
can't even be Eric Gordon.
I don't like this conversation anymore. My last dub goes out to Flavor 91. Shout out to everybody at Flavor 91. They're doing a winter coat drive. So I just kind of wanted to shout that out. I know they'd be watching, but if you got any winter coats here in Columbus, make sure you deliver that over to them. Donate that.
Drop it off.
Yeah, drop it off. Make the drop.
At the restaurant?
Yep.
Okay. Let's go.
Yep. My first L goes to Larsa Pippen.
Larsa.
Pray for Scott.
So,
he don't deserve this.
She was spotted out with a NBA player. What's his name again? Malik
Beasley.
So she was spotted out with Malik Beasley at a mall somewhere, holding hands. His wife apparently didn't know anything about it. She started posting pictures of the whole thing.
Oh, he's married? I thought they was like together. I thought that was her new boyfriend. Well, it was probably his boyfriend.
He went back home after that happened.
What is wrong?
So,
what is wrong with you niggas?
Yeah, it's L to him too. L to Malik Beasley too.
Like, what's wrong with you?
But like the disrespect of Larsa to her son, considering that nigga is only like 2 years older than her own son.
I'm gonna put it like this. I'm just glad there's no fans in the stands when Lil Scotty goes to hoop. Because if there was fans in the stands, Jesus Christ.
Malik's your daddy. Malik's your daddy.
Oh,
Future hit it.
No, at this point,
Future hit it.
Gucci flip flops.
Everyone hit it. Everyone hit it. But at this point, I feel like I would never be caught holding Larsa Pistons anything in public.
You know?
Fam, what, man? What?
You know?
Would you
rather Larsa Pippen be your mom or an OnlyFans model be your mom?
Same difference.
I'd rather be old.
Yeah, but Larsa Pippen's famous for it, though.
I'd rather be an orphan.
They probably make the same amount of money. Whatever she's getting in spousal support from Scottie Pippen, that's probably what people make on OnlyFans.
She's still married to Scottie. Ain't no support. She still lives there because she went back home.
No.
She went back home. Her comment was, "Whatever you see, what you see is not. Don't believe all what you see online."
He let her back in the house. Oh no, Scottie, we gotta talk, fam. We gotta talk, brother. That's not acceptable. That is not pimping. That is not pimping at all. No, Mike, get your boy. He ain't pimping right.
Mike looking at
not at all
in the documentary like.
Man.
Yeah, no. That whole situation is fucked up. Extremely fucked up. Last L goes to, well, this actually just came up while we was recording. The whole Floyd Mayweather about to fight Logan Paul.
No, you need to go get Jake. You got to knock out Jake, bro. I need you to knock out Jake. We need retribution.
It's true.
You need to avenge Nate Robinson versus.
But does
Jake
Floyd
Paul
actually need to do that? Does it need to be Floyd?
This is why when people start talking about the greats, only marginal boxing fans will name Floyd Mayweather. Like, 51-0, which is what he'll be at the end of this fight, doesn't mean anything to me when your last 3 fights were Logan Paul, Conor McGregor, and some Asian kickboxer. Yeah, some Asian kickboxer. Like that's nah, cool. I'm good. Like it's gimmicky and it's weak. Now I will say it's probably better than fighting into your 50s and getting knocked the fuck out.
True.
Or maybe not just fight. Just keep it cool.
How about just stop fighting? How about you stop at 50-0 when you beat Pacquiao and just leave it? You know what I mean? Or wait, that was 49-0 when you beat Pacquiao.
Yeah.
I don't understand this. I don't get it.
I don't either, and I hate it. Did niggas see the Errol Spence fight?
I didn't see Errol Spence fight. Did he win?
I don't know.
I hope he won. He still got to fight Bud. He can't lose until he run into Bud. Now Bud gonna hang an L on his head.
On top of that, I do have a toss up as well. Did niggas see what happened with Elliot Page? Ellen Page, the actress, she was in Juno. She was in some other movies.
Umbrella Academy.
Did not see that movie.
It's a TV show on Netflix.
Did not see that show. Anyway.
What the fuck is wrong with him?
I was too busy watching Power. Anyway. And I got to finish Big Mouth now. Anyway.
Big Mouth is fucking hilarious. Oh, my God. That shit is hilarious.
Now that I've finished Power, I gotta go back and watch the rest of Big Mouth. Anyway. So, yeah, she's transgender. And so now she is Elliot Page. Do y'all have any thoughts on that?
Nope.
Just letting her live her life?
Congrats. Is that what you say in this sentence? Congratulations.
Yeah, so. Congratulations for being your true self.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is L.
Well, she was already L.
Elio.
Elio?
Elio. Elio.
Yikes.
God bless
yeah,
her.
I mean, congrats. I don't understand people who find reasons to be outraged at like this. I don't get it at all. Like not in the least bit. You know what? I actually didn't even think about it until you just brought it up.
I didn't either, but I saw it in my I don't know where I saw it, my likes or something, and I was like, oh, maybe we should talk about that.
We got less than a minute.
Oh well. Any other thoughts? Any other dubs, L's, anything like that?
I'm going to shout out the Sixth Borough on Chatty House. Shout out my nigga Trey.
Chatty House.
OG. I had the OG.
Shout out to Trey, give me my shirt.
Had the
for,
OG.
For winning the bet. Michigan lost again, I think. Did they lose this
Michigan
week?
Didn't play. COVID.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
We might not even play next week.
Oof. Yeah. Yep. Possibility.
So, we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well, niggas got anything else?
This nigga.
All right. Well, I guess on that note, we are out.
Thanks for watching another Back of the Bus Squad episode. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
Want to check out another episode related to this, go ahead and click that video to the left.
And if you want to catch up on some of our other episodes, make sure you click the playlist below.